Oh yeah, YouTube, TB here. Gonna finish off my Hardpoint tips series with this video. Standoff is the last map that I haven't done yet. I've done Raid, Slums, and Yemen. If you guys wanna go check those out. Basically, gonna finish it off with the OBJ tips with this map right here. So let's get into it. Depending on which side you start on, it kind of depends how I play this map. So if you start on this side, I like to run in with extreme off the start, go L wall,
Hardpoint identified.
just kind of maneuver around this sort of area, depending on if they're pushing around middle street or if they're pushing from front shack. Usually with your teammates' help, because you're gonna have an AR there, probably another guy in hill with you, and maybe another guy over controlling statue or tank area. Depending on what kind of callouts you get, I like to just sort of sit right here, depending on how the other team's pushing. You know, maybe peek out, sound whore this area, see if they're pushing up your middle truck, middle street, etc. So depending on where your teammate is in the hard point, that's really how you want to sort of react to this situation and use the lining of the hard points to your advantage. So obviously the lining is here and probably like right here. So a good spots that I like to use is right here. You can easily hear them coming from shack. You can see under this blue van if they're pushing over in this sort of area, or you can see them go in middle box. So easy shot there, and easy shots if they're running up here. On the other side, I like this spot at L wall. You can use the shadowing. You can hear them if they start walking on these bricks right here. So sit right here and start pre-firing, or another one right here. Make them come around the corner if they're pushing your L wall side. If you know they're coming. Easy kills. Or if they're coming from the L wall right here, I like to just sit right here, and they have a tougher shot because they're coming around this corner, and kind of a tough shot to hit if you're half your body's like around this sort of, I don't know, pillar arch thing, I guess you could call it. So, and then if they're pushing from the wood side, or mid 1, mid 2 as we like to call it, right here, and or if your teammate's watching that already, right here, you can see the push up top. If you guys get crucial kills in the hill off the bat, you really want to push into this mid 1 area. So if the spawn flips, if they're spawning over at the stable area. So what I like to do is just literally lay right here, or you can back up a little bit, lay right here, or you can cut the corner off, make them push inside. You really need to get control of this building, or even right here is an easy spot to get some kills. They won't be ready for you. You'll have to jump on them and get some free kills. Depending on who's in the hard point when you get in the kills, that first guy in the hard point really needs to push up to this area and make sure they can't come into this door. And then have your teammates behind you sort of flood in the hard point behind you and grab those easy points. Moving on to garage, you want to rotate for this hill or try and flip the spawn pretty early in that first hill. But the problem we used to have is we'd focus too much on flipping spawn and not enough people in the hard point, pretty much, or around the hard point. So you need to be careful with that. You don't overcommit to the flipping spawn and the rotation. Otherwise, you'll just give up easy points in that middle hill, and it'll start to hurt you as the map goes on. Anyways, in garage, depending on who's in the hard point, I like to just sit right here. Boom. Easy kills if they're trying to push up this area. You need to be careful, though, if they're pushing over here or at L wall or at statue side with the foul. They can shoot through these walls, so you just need to be careful. They're jumping up on you. You can sit right here or sit in these corners, try and pick them off as they're jumping up. If you're not in these sort of positions, you can sit right here, and you can easily hear them climbing onto this dumpster right here. So if you hear them coming up, you can start to get in position and catch them off guard as they're jumping into the window. A lot of teams do this to watch the front door. They have an AR player or an SMG player right here. Boom, boom, boom. They just peek out and try and catch you as you're running up from the back alley. Easy kills as well. You want your AR player watching gas. The guy at the back alley right here and the guy in the hill really need to call out well together to make sure that you're funneling these kills if they're pushing from gas on both sides and if they're pushing from here. If you have complete control and you have them spawning where you want, you want an SMG player to get aggressive on them, either back alley. If you push up back alley properly, and hold the stable spawn, they're going to spawn way out and have to run a mile just to even contest the time. So if it permits, you have the setup, try and get a little bit aggressive, send an SMG player over at this hay area, try and maneuver around and stay alive and make them worry about them. Same thing with the gas, try and push up, pick up some easy kills for your squad. Rotating to Grandma's. This hill is pretty hard to break, but if you have control of it, I just sit in this room right here and occasionally help my guy that's watching the back alley, or help the guy that's at hay if they're trying to push up to that tank. You probably with an SMG you probably won't be able to get a lot of kills on this hill unless they obviously get through these stairs or they push up your front jump right here. So to watch my front jump, I literally just like to I like to fight this guy face up. He's the one at a disadvantage jumping up, so you can catch him off guard. Lay down right here as he tries to push in, or just catch him as he's jumping up. You can shoot through this thing a little bit. As for if they're coming up here, it's pretty simple. I like to just sit right here and make them push you. If you hear them contest, if they're past these sort of stairs, you know they're going to be pushing you. Or a lot of people do what I do, sit right here to make them try and come out and shoot you. So little tip when you're trying to break this one, I like to get up to these stairs. They hear that contest symbol, the guy will start pre-firing you, or he'll like pop up behind the bed. So I like to contest for a second, see if he's going to pre-fire me. If not, I just go like this and try and win the gunfight. He's going to be sort of hovering in this sort of area trying to fight you. So
Hardpoint identified.
Just do your best to try and win that gunfight for your squad. Anyways, when you're holding it, just maneuver around this top bedroom right here. You can hear him jump up, have the callouts at ladder, and obviously you're going to have the callouts at front as well. Just be ready and win those easy gunfights as they're coming in to fight you. Really easy hill to hold on that one. That one's more reliant on your teammates or, you know, whoever gets the spawns, etc. Moving on to this one. You guys see me play this one all the time. If they're pushing from garage side, I just, right here, pop up, make sure you don't get shot from the fouls. They're going to send an AR player. He's just going to be pre-aiming right here, trying to shoot you behind the counter. So you need to do your best to just make sure you can't get shot. Move back and forth, depending on where he's shooting at. Make him worry about you, so that his teammates can't just easily jump in. Once again, if the situation permits, you really want your teammates to push out in this area, test them when they cross this line, and as well as on this side. You really want a guy controlling this hay area or the van area, because they're going to spawn back gas, or they're going to spawn at playground and push up the statue side of the map. So it's really about getting aggressive while getting the points in these hard points. If you see that they're spawning gas, you really want to play it safe. I like to just sit right here, see if they're challenging. A lot of people go top garage, or they go to this back alley. If you're pushed up in this area and your teammate's already in the hard point, just pick a corner, try and pick up some easy kills, and make them worry about you, so they're not worrying as much about the hard point, and you're getting free points. That's about it. Pretty simple. Another good spot. You can sit on these stairs, just peek if they're pushing from this side, and then as well as they're pushing from the other side. I like to just sit right here, but you need to be careful that they don't jump in. They're going to try and jump in like this when they're trying to kill you. They're just gonna go, boom. So you need to make sure that they don't get to this corner, and you can hit the shot before they hit that corner. Otherwise, they're going to destroy you. So I like to sit right here and use the counter to my advantage, and then just start spraying them if I see. Expect more than one of them, as always, when they're pushing hard points to try and break you. Teams love to just send people back to back, so people are going to push this side more primarily than this side, so just be ready for that. If they're pushing from both sides, you know, move yourself accordingly, try and pick up a kill, and then try and get around and get the guy that's pushing you from this side. Pretty simple tips on this map. I think the hardest hill that you guys need to focus on the most is this front hill. Make sure you're contesting, make sure you know when to fight people, and know when to get aggressive. You don't always have to play only the hard point. If your whole team dies, you're the last one in the hard point, and say, you know, garage right here, you know, you can get back here, try and pick up 1 or 2 kills for your team before hopping back in and contesting the people that are fighting you inside of it. So just I usually say use the lining, but if the situation permits you to get a little aggressive on them, you need to take advantage of that and make the other team worry about you, as well as getting out of the hard point. If you know you're going to die, you just really need to waste the other team's time and make them be worried about you, pretty much. That's sort of how the objective player needs to play in Hardpoint. So hopefully you guys can pick up on stuff like that while you're watching me play. You just need to be an annoying player that it's really hard for them to get out of the hill. They either have to push all the way inside the hill or like look around it constantly to try and find and kill you. Anyways, guys, focus on your defense as always. Hope you enjoyed these Hardpoint tip videos. This closes out the 4 Hardpoint maps. I'm going to start moving on to some CTF strategies and tips as well for both sort of AR players, SMG player, OBJ player alike.
Hardpoint identified.
Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel and more videos coming up. Oh yeah, YouTube. See you later. Peace.